Hi, I'm Koen and it's official. The grand final of Eurovision 2023 has taken place and Sweden has won with 583 points. And I gotta say, I'm happy with the results. I think Loreen deserves it. Her performance was out of this world and I hope she'll get the global recognition she deserves now. Finland ended up on the second place and was the televote winner. Also pretty much what I expected, which I'm happy about, and it's also very deserved for Kerje. I think Finland can also be very content with their results, even though I get that they wanted to win. And Finland losing to Sweden must be kind of sour, of course. Also the people in the arena chanting Kerje and cha-cha-cha to the point that the hosts had to quiet them down. I was kinda loving it. I was pretty surprised by Israel ending up in a third place. Well, not really surprised, but I didn't really expect a third place. I did expect top 5, and I also didn't really expect the televoters to place Israel lower than the juries did. But overall, of course, it was a very well-performed performance from Israel. Italy ending up in the fourth place is also something I did not expect, but of course it was an entry that appealed to the juries a lot, and I do think it's deserved. Norway ending up in the top 5 on the 5th place is also not that surprising, since Queen of Kings was already a big TikTok hit, of course, and in the top 3 of most streamed Eurovision 2023 songs before the contest even took place, and I think it's deserved. Also, can we talk about this year's trend of laying on the floor? Every year there's sort of a trend. In 2015 it was countries sending duets, in 2017 it was artists having themselves on the background LEDs, in 2018 it was lots of props, and 2021 it was like this blue, pink, purple lighting in the performances and the glittered bodysuits, of course. This year it apparently was laying on the floor because a lot of artists were laying on the floor at some point in that performance. At least the floor this year was a bit more clean than it was last year. Also, I really loved the postcards that showed similar places of Ukraine, the United Kingdom and the participating country. I really liked that. It was really cute. I loved the overall hosting of Ukraine and the United Kingdom together. It was very nicely done, I think. What I did not expect was Slovenia, Spain and France ending up so low. Okay, France I maybe do kinda get because of the running order spot and the performance being a bit less impactful than I expected it to be, but I still liked it. Also, I thought Lazara was flipping everyone off when her televote score was revealed, but she later clarified that that was not the case and it was a gesture that meant something else. So no worries about that. I am mostly surprised by Spain ending up so low with the lowest televote score this year, 5 points. How? I literally expected top 3, but no. Same for Austria, though I do feel like them opening the grand final was actually a big disadvantage for Austria in the end, which is unfortunate because I think if they would have been somewhere in the second half of the grand final, they could have ended up in the top 10. So they're the perfect example of proving that a running order spot matters. Also, Germany and the United Kingdom ending up in the bottom 2 is also pretty sour. Every year I think Germany is finally not ending up in the bottom 5 again. And yet they do, dead last. Very undeserved with this entry because they finally got out of their comfort zone and sent something outstanding, especially for Germany. Even though they have a very big heavy metal scene, they finally showed it on Eurovision and they ended up on the dead last place. I think that's very unfortunate. It's a shame. It's also sour for the United Kingdom ending up on the second to last place since they were the hosts this year. But I think it was mostly because of May's vocals, which is a shame because she had to go on vocal rest, which is also very unfortunate during such a big event. Nevertheless, I think they can all still be very proud of their performances. Also, Belgium ending up that high, I did not expect it, but I'm very happy for Gustav. Good for them. I'm very happy for Gustav in Belgium. They definitely deserve that 7th place. Now, all I need is for Brunette, Theodor André, Blanca and Alessandra to release their versions of their songs that they performed on the Eurovision stage onto streaming platforms so I can stream the version that we've all heard on the Eurovision stage instead of the studio version, you know? I want to stream the performance version of the song, you know? I need that. So please release those versions onto the streaming platforms. I need it. I am very excited for Sweden to host Eurovision again. First of all, what a slay of Loreen to be the second artist after Johnny Logan to win Eurovision twice. Johnny won twice for Ireland back in the 1980s, and Loreen is also the first woman to do so. So double slay. And also for her to give Sweden their 7th Eurovision victory, making Sweden tie with Ireland for being the countries with the most Eurovision victories until now. So that's actually a triple slay. And now Sweden will also host the Eurovision Song Contest exactly 50 years after ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo. So I'm very excited to see what that will look like. You know, in 2013, when Sweden hosted after Loreen won with Euphoria, they used the sound of the intro of Euphoria before every performance started, and they can do that again next year with the intro of Tattoo. So will they do that? Maybe. It's possible. I could see it happening. Also, Luxembourg will return to Eurovision next year after an absence since 1993. I am so excited to see a Eurovision country that was such a powerhouse back in the day return to Eurovision. I am very excited to see how they'll do in these modern Eurovision times. How iconic would it be if they would immediately win in the year they return to Eurovision? I would honestly love to see that. During the grand final, I was of course wearing my shirt again that I got from my roommates for my birthday. It can now go back in the closet for like about a year. Well, actually, I could also wear this every day because it says the truth, but I feel like I need to keep this for Eurovision week only, you know, make it a new tradition that I started this year. And I had the perfect decoration, of course, my Swedish Eurovision heart that I made for my Eurovision Halloween costumes video. What a coincidence. I also celebrated Eurovision by making borscht, a Ukrainian soup, and during Eurovision I had a high tea, or at least we tried. There were scones, so we tried, you know, but we thought it was fun to eat both Ukrainian foods and British foods because both Ukraine and the United Kingdom are hosting this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Eurovision 2023? Are you happy with the results? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, not just this video, but all of my videos of this year's Eurovision season again. I really appreciate it. And that's about it for now. So hopefully until next time. Bye.